Please all rise for the playing of the national anthem. Graduates and guests, please be seated. Good evening. It is important to be mindful and present during these special occasions. Let's pause to appreciate the music we just heard from our organist and later on from our talented Lancer musicians led by our exceptional choir director, Kevin Blakesley. Welcome to the La Follette High School class of 2017 graduation ceremony. I would like to extend special welcome to School Board Member Katie Taves, Superintendent Dr. Jennifer Cheatham, and Chief of Secondary Schools Alex Fralin. Thank you for your support and service to our Madison community, and thank you for joining us this evening. I would also like to acknowledge our Senior National Honor Society members who were accidentally left out of tonight's program. We created a program insert for the ceremony to honor their accomplishments and will mail families a new program next week. It's very important for us to honor each and every one of our Lancers. In just a short time, the class of 2017 will receive diplomas that will mark their graduation from high school. Seniors, when you hold the diploma in your hand tonight, pause for a moment and reflect on what it represents. Years of hard work, years of growth, and that success is a measure of how hard you work and how long you work hard. You have earned it. Here is how I know you will continue to be successful. First, you believe in yourself. Some of you who earned ugly grades in 9th grade are now honor students. Some of you who made mistakes as young kids and had school and community consequences are now Lancer leaders. Some of you had season-ending injuries but rehabbed back into action. Some of you had drama with friends about whom you cared deeply, but you thought, I can do something to fix it. And you did. You have confidence. You go into the classroom expecting to learn and grow. You walk into the game expecting to win. And you stand on the stage expecting to perform beautifully, and then you do. That is the power of belief. Second, you never give up. As hard as things get, you stick with it with discipline and courage. Some of you are the first in your families to attend college. Some of you won state championships. Some of you work at jobs outside of school to help support your families. Some of you have been homeless. Some of you have competed around the country for clubs and organizations about which you are passionate. There is no task, no problem, or assignment that you will not try. There is no question that you will not venture to answer, and if you don't know it yet or haven't developed the skills, strength, and stamina, you know you will grow as you try and try again, and you will succeed. That is the power of persistence. This year, I've shared inspiration that I've gotten from Pat Summitt, who is the all-time winningest coach in NCAA history. She coached the Tennessee Volunteers women's basketball team to 8 national championships. And she said that offense sells tickets, defense wins games, but rebounding wins championships. Rebounding is scrapping for second chance points, responding to missed shots quickly and putting up another effort, believing in yourself and never giving up. Whatever your level of talent, if you work hard, you will succeed. Hard workers always win, either on the scoreboard or in the hearts of everyone who watches them, or both. Most of all, remember why you work hard. Our school is named after Robert M. La Follette, a hardworking Wisconsin leader who said that the will of the people shall be the law of the land. Believe in yourself, work hard, never give up, and do good work. This country is yours. Make your voices heard, be leaders in your community and in this world. Seniors, take time to thank those who care about you and who have cared for you over the years. They helped you get here tonight, and they are proud of you. Thank you to our generous community members who are guest speakers, mentors, spectators, supporters, and advocates. They have infinite hope in you. The same is true of our dedicated Lancer staff members. Our staff make La Follette the caring, student-centered community that it is. And most importantly, parents and family members, thank you for sharing your young people with us. We have been with you for a few years, but you will help them reach their dreams beyond in the years to come. To the class 2017, I deeply appreciate your leadership in our school. Continue to believe in yourself, never give up, be great rebounders, and make this world your own. Congratulations, seniors. Proudly carry on our Lancer legacy.
Good evening. I'm Danielle Wendricks, Madison La Follette's high school senior class president. You might know me as a fairly good student, the girl with the hideously obnoxious laugh, the first one to volunteer to help others, the driver behind a squeaky blue pickup truck, or actually, some of you might not have the slightest clue as to who I am. When I was around the age of 2 or 3, I went through a phase where every outfit I wore must be bright yellow or adorn the emblem of my beloved bear, Winnie the Pooh. If I didn't get my way when I was getting dressed, endless tantrums would erupt. As I grew up, though, Winnie the Pooh became more than just a fashion statement for me. Winnie, though seemingly jolly and juvenile, is wise beyond his years and always seems to capture how I feel. My life motto comes from the bear himself. When all else fails, take a nap. I start every day with his idea that a little consideration, a little thought for others, makes all the difference. However, today I'd like to share with you a different Winnie the Pooh original quote that I discovered after the passing of my grandfather 4 years ago, and the same quote that I recited last spring to my brother as he graduated as a member of La Follette's class of 2016. Here's the version of it I like best. If there is ever a tomorrow where we're not together, there is something you must always remember. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. But the most important thing is even if we're apart, I'll always be in your heart. You're braver than you believe. Maybe you stood up to someone who was taunting another classmate over social media, or you had the courage to do something that made your palms sweat and your heart beat faster than ever before, like standing up here speaking in front of all your friends and family. Or perhaps you spoke up about the injustices that currently plague our country and world. Regardless, you are brave. You're stronger than you seem. It could be that you broke a weight room school record or pushed yourself to greatness on the athletic fields. Or, despite developing a bad case of senioritis, you managed to come to La Follette High School nearly every day and finish off the year on a good note. Maybe you overcame the odds that were stacked against you or battled against a mental illness. Nonetheless, you are strong. You're smarter than you think. You know that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell and to always refer to comma fanboy when writing. Maybe you aced your AP calculus class or barely squeaked by in your English course. Nevertheless, you are smart. I dream of a world where we all feel empowered enough to believe that we are each brave, strong, and smart. However, we're bound to have patches where we lack that self-confidence, and it's then that it's crucial to hold on to the last part of Winnie's quote. Even when we're apart, I'll always be in your heart. All of us are headed in our own direction. Some of us will be abroad studying. Others will be here in the Kohl Center cheering on the Badgers next fall. There will be students off protecting our country's freedoms, and others will be scattered in cities across the country. As we go our separate ways, I encourage you to keep the class of 2017 in your heart. Over my time as class president, I've had the privilege to see the wonderful and inspiring work and potential each and every one of you has. With the support of one another, we can create a better environment for us all. When you run for president, I'll proudly sport a button with your face. When you perform on Broadway, I'll come watch the show. When you're a successful entrepreneur, I'll buy your product. When you open that cupcake shop you've been dreaming of since you were 5, I'll stop by and support your local business. When you share the link to your GoFundMe page due to a personal tragedy, I'll do what I can to send money your way. I encourage you all to do the same for your classmates. Not only is it crucial for you to continue to support your peers, but also the greater La Follette community. Remember the place where it all began, Madison La Follette High School. Our great school can't function without the support of involved alumni. So now, here we are on the cusp of a limitless future. Go off, be brave, be strong, be smart, and hold a special place for La Follette in your heart. Once a Lancer, always a Lancer. Congratulations to all, and thank you.
This is the moment, this is the day when I send all my doubts and demons on their way. Every endeavor I have made ever is coming into play, is here and now today. This is the moment, this is the time when the momentum and the moment are in rhyme. Give me this moment, this precious chance. I'll gather up my past and make some sense at last. This is the moment when all I've done, all of the dreaming, scheming, and screaming become one. This is the day. See it sparkle and shine when all I've lived for becomes destiny beckons, I never reckon second best. I won't look down, I will not fall. This is the moment, the sweetest moment of them all. This is the moment. Damn all the odds. This day or never. I said forever with the gods. When I look back, I will always recall, moment for moment. This was the moment, the greatest moment of them all.
Wow, tough act to follow. Good evening. At this point, you're probably all pretty used to hearing me talk at you over a loudspeaker. It's kind of strange to think, though, that this is likely the last time that'll ever happen. After about a year and a half of tuning out my voice every morning, you won't be getting any more reminders about Key Club or Lancers Squared or whatever college will be in student services next Wednesday, 12:15 to 3 o'clock. Stop by and get a pass if you're interested. When I first started high school, I don't think I could have foreseen myself being the voice of LHS, or whatever it was that my old math teacher called me in the hallway that one time. Honestly, I probably couldn't have foreseen much of anything happening the way it did. I still remember coming home from the first day of freshman year and thinking to myself, that wasn't so bad. This would be a piece of cake. Boy, what a sucker I was. This isn't to say that high school was horrible or that we didn't all learn and grow from the experience, but piece of cake it was not. Freshman year is this weird kind of transition period where you know that you're not in middle school anymore, but at the same time, you don't really feel like a high schooler. All of a sudden, you went from being an 8th grader at the top of the middle school food chain to being in school with people who look like they could probably dribble you down a court and dunk you through a basket. Freshman year is also sort of like being released into pasture in the spring after being cooped up in the barn all winter. After 3 years of being stuck with the same people, the same cliques, and the same drama, finally, there was an opportunity to talk to some people you hadn't already had thousands of conversations with. Not to say that the people you went to middle school with aren't lovely people, and that you can't still be close with many of them, but, as they say, variety is the spice of life. After this comes sophomore year, when it really starts to hit you that this, high school, is your life now. The freshness and newness of LHS has certainly worn off by this point, and you've started to cement your identity within the larger framework of the school's 1,300 plus students. This identity consists mostly of history homework and complaining about the new freshmen. Sophomore year also seems to be the year when one's mind turns more seriously towards l'amore. Let's be real, 99% of middle school and freshman year relationships don't really count. But come sophomore year, that changes. You're older, more mature. Most importantly, by this time, many of us have gotten our driver's licenses already, so you don't need your parents to drop you off on dates anymore. Mom, Dad, I love you, but having you sit in the booth next to me at Burger King on Valentine's Day really kind of subtracts from the romantic spirit of the event. Then comes junior year. At long last, light at the end of the tunnel. You immediately cease to be able to see this light, however, when you blow out your vision studying for the ACT. Now that you're an upperclassman, you finally think you have it figured out. You have a good group of friends, maybe a boyfriend or girlfriend who your parents finally approve of, and things seem stable. Then comes the inevitable incident. Maybe it didn't happen exactly in junior year, but I would be willing to bet that every single one of you had some event, had some social or romantic thing that happened in high school that could be accurately titled the incident. Maybe even 2 or 3. At the time that it happens, it'll feel like it's the most important thing in the world. How could George talk trash behind my back when we've been best friends for years? How could Debbie just break up with me like that? And for Winston? And more importantly, how can my teachers expect me to keep my grades up and remain a functioning student? Don't they know that an incident just occurred? In time, hopefully, these will pass, and whenever you need a good laugh, you'll turn to your friend and say, "Hey, remember when I was so worked up about that incident? I barely even remember what it was about now." Finally, after 3 years of making new friends, forging new romances, getting grades, pop quizzes, and having incidents, comes senior year. Sweet, glorious senior year. Who am I kidding? If you're smart, you arranged a nice, cushy schedule for yourself with lots of free periods and electives. If you're a knucklehead, like me, you did not do that. But besides scheduling, senior year brings some other unique terrors. After today, there won't be any more trips down to student services to add another, There won't be any more trips down to student services to talk to your guidance counselor about adding another approved activity. No more 3-minute opportunities. No more homecoming pep rallies. Nope, we're all gonna have to go out into the real world. This can mean wildly different things for all of us. For some, it could be joining the military. For others, it means more school, be that a traditional 4-year university, or maybe a technical college or trade school, or some combination thereof. And some of us still aren't quite sure what we're going to be doing. And honestly, that's totally fine. We've got decades ahead of us to stress about what we're going to do. There's certainly no rule saying that we have to do it now. Now, I'm sure some of you have been listening to me speak and thinking, man, that guy's sure full of it. That's not what my high school experience was like at all. And that's one of the great things about high school. About 1,455 different people went to La Follette High School this past year, and that means that there are 1,455 different experiences and narratives, with some being similar and others being wildly different. I think that's a great thing. To be honest, that's probably one of the most important things to remember as you go through life. Everybody has a different story, none less relevant than any others. So, as they say, walk a mile in someone else's shoes. Actually, don't. That sounds like a really great way to get some kind of fungus. All right, folks, that's all the announcements for now. Have a great life.
Good evening. I am so honored to stand in front of the class of 2017. I couldn't have picked a more supportive, intelligent, fun, and diverse group of classmates if I had tried. As young adults, I believe that most of us enjoy candy or junk food, but we don't all have the same favorite. I love Sour Patch Kids, and when I meet somebody else who loves Sour Patch Kids, it's a great icebreaker, and we can bond over that similarity. However, if I met somebody whose favorite candy was M&Ms, I wouldn't write them off and never speak to them again. No, instead, they can help me learn more and create new experiences. Maybe through befriending the aforementioned M&M lover, I would also grow to love M&Ms. Or maybe I would just reestablish that I dislike M&Ms. But we can agree to disagree and buy both types of candy when we are in the mood for something sweet. Some people might like every type of candy, and others might not like any candy. Those people can introduce us to the delicious foods from other parts of the food pyramid. In reality, I'm glad that I can have friends who love Sour Patch Kids less than me. I may love Sour Patch Kids and candy in general, but I think it would get a little out of control if I never ventured to other food groups. The fact that we are all unique makes life a lot more interesting and a lot less predictable. Obviously, I don't pick my friends based on their favorite candy. In all honesty, I don't think I know what any of your favorite types of candy are. However, La Follette's class of 2017 has people with many different defining characteristics beyond their favorite type of candy or food. Looking back at who I chose to spend time with in high school, I see many people similar to me, but thanks to the diversity at La Follette, I also see countless students whose lives couldn't have been more different from mine. We are so lucky to have attended a diverse school. At La Follette, we were able to interact with different people, people of different races, religions, genders, family backgrounds, educational backgrounds, political beliefs, and interests overall. I even had opportunities to attend a quinceañera and a bar mitzvah. It is so easy to befriend people who are similar to you in many ways, but it is so beneficial to embrace our differences and meet other students who are unlike us. I learned so much from my teachers and other La Follette staff members, but I gained the most experience from you, my peers, who were able to open my eyes to countless perspectives on life. Some of us will go on to be entrepreneurs, and others will be employees. Neither can function without the other. This is an excellent example of how necessary diversity is for society to function. Some of us might end up with lives very similar to each other, and others might head down a path that no other student has. The beauty of it is that those decisions are ours to make. Armed with our high school diplomas, the traits that make us different don't limit what our future paths may be. As of today, that's solely up to us. We all have our individual post-high school plans. For some of us, that will mean heading to a college or a career with less diversity. It will be important for us to seek out diversity to avoid complacency with one common thought or idea. Scientific breakthroughs and historical moments come from people who dare to be different and embrace those around them who are different. We wouldn't have medicine, technology, or any of life as we know it today without people who thought outside the box and chose friends or colleagues who did the same. Surround yourself with others who can consistently push you to be a unique individual. All things considered, we have one uniting characteristic. We are now proud La Follette grads who have our whole lives in front of us to enter the world and change it. Congratulations.
I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn, and we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. Like a comet pulled from orbit as it passes the sun, like a stream that meets a boulder halfway through the wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? Because I knew you. I have been changed for good. Well, maybe that we will never meet again in this lifetime. So let me say before we part, so much of me is made of what I learned from you. You'll be with me like a handprint on my heart. And now whatever way our stories head, I know you have rewritten mine by being my friend. Like a ship off from its mooring by a wind off the sea, like a sea drop by skyward in a distant wood. Who can say if I've been changed for the better? But because I knew you, because I knew you, I have been changed for good. And just to clear the air, I ask forgiveness for the things I've done you blame me for. But then I guess we know there's blame to share, and none of it seems to matter anymore. Like a shepherd as it's passing by a wind off the sea, like a sea drop by a fire in the world.
Brittany Robbins. And before I get started, I just want to make some noise for all the People Scholars out here. And I want to make some noise for all the ITA scholars out here. And then for the rest of the class of 2017. Families, friends, and the graduating class of 2017. Congratulations! As Post Malone said, work so hard, forgot how to vacation. They ain't never had the dedication, but you all did. You were all dedicated to something, which is why you're here in front of me today. Whether it was wanting to prove someone wrong or wanting this for yourself, you all made it. Now, I know we've all heard the cliche quotes, especially around this time. Be the change you want to see in the world. Live every day like it's your last. When one door closes, another one opens. And although these are all powerful quotes, the best advice anyone can give us is to be ourselves. We are all unique, intelligent, and motivated young people who have worked persistently to successfully complete the 4 stages of high school. Exploring new surroundings, creating a balance, overcoming adversities, and finding ourselves. I know that the journey to self-discovery was not always the easiest because each of us have had significant barriers that tried to restrict us from blooming. But one thing that I believed kept us all going was positivity. When schoolwork was piled on and we wanted to quit, we all saw the light at the end of the tunnel. When drama entered our lives and we couldn't handle it anymore, positivity helped us surround ourselves with encouraging people. So, regardless of if you view yourself as a positive person, we each had just enough in us to help us move forward. Now, no matter how much we would like to believe we accomplished this by ourselves, we honestly couldn't have done it without our support systems. So as we all enjoy this day, we need to remember to give thanks to the teachers and faculty members who wrote letters of recommendations for us, who pushed us and encouraged us to not only challenge ourselves, but to believe in ourselves. And for simply making us feel welcome by flashing a warm smile and greeting us with a happy good morning each very early 8:16 a.m. Now, I can go on and talk about how great it was to go to a football or basketball game here, participate in music or fine arts, or even join a club. But the truth is, not everyone in here can say that they've experienced these things. But one thing I know for sure that we can all say we've seen is the countless times somebody broke the activities entrance door. To me, that's what best represents La Follette High School. And before you get too confused, I don't connect our school with vandalism and destruction. I just can't help but notice how they always replaced it. We were never yelled at for it, and they never even told us we couldn't use it anymore. They just fixed it. The first time, the third time, and every time it was broken. That's why I think it best represents our school, because someone here will continue to work things out with you the first time, the third time, and every time you need it. Someone here always made sure that door didn't stay broken, and someone made sure that you didn't give up. As I mentioned before, the best advice that anyone can give us is to be ourselves. That task in itself should be pretty easy because who's a better you than you? Now, I encourage all of you to stay positive through these upcoming years, express your gratitude, and keep being who you are, because each of you have something in this world that it needs, and it's you. Thank you.
Before I begin my speech, I'd like to give recognition to the people and ITA scholars who are not allowed to wear their stoles tonight. I hope that in the future you're able to do that. Fellow students, we finally made it. After 13 years of education, we are being recognized for our hard work. This is one of those times where people tell us congratulations and how proud they are of us. It's the end of our high school career. No longer will we see our high school friends on a daily basis. No longer will we have our high school support systems. And no longer will we have our favorite classes. No longer will we hear Mr. Storch's 2-minute opportunity reminders. I am so proud to stand among the class of 2017. We are a class that has reached new heights that have never before been seen. The first dual language immersion students in the district are graduating today. Our class created and supported a food pantry. Students in our class are responsible for the new all-gender bathrooms, and we created and sustained many amazing clubs. We have had an impactful 4 years at La Follette, and many of us are feeling sad to leave the familiarity and support of our school. Our sadness and uncertainty can lead to fear of the future or a yearning for the years of high school, but the key to these challenges is resilience. Our melancholy is a reason to be thankful, to learn from our high school careers, and to continue to make differences. We have to harness the feelings of sadness into action. It's time to leave familiarity behind and begin a new stage of our lives with the knowledge of new struggles and our ability to overcome them. Regardless of where life takes you after graduation, we will be entering what our parents and teachers have called the real world. No matter what you end up accomplishing and doing in your life, remember that every action you take impacts your life and the lives of others. Smiling at somebody as you pass them on the sidewalk does not cost you anything but can mean an immeasurable amount to the other person. Telling somebody you care about them does not take much energy, but reminds your loved ones that you are present in their lives. Many of us will come into contact with people who question our very existence. We will meet people who disagree with the morals our lives are based upon, but we have the power to overcome those challenges, stand up, and fight for what is right. I have no doubt that the La Follette class of 2017 will achieve great things in our families, communities, and world. Life will be difficult sometimes, but during those situations, remember that resilience is the most important characteristic to have. I would like to leave you with the words of one of the most powerful and renowned poets of our time, Maya Angelou. Just like moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2017.
Superintendent Dr. Jennifer Cheatham, Chief of Schools, Secondary Education Alex Fralin, School Board Member Katie Taves. Parents and colleagues, it is my responsibility to monitor and encourage the progress and development of the students of the class of 2017. It is with great pride and honor that I certify to you that these students have fulfilled their obligations established by the Board of Education for graduation. I present to you to receive their diplomas at this time the Robert M. La Follette High School class of 2017.
Danielle Elizabeth Wendricks.
Angiana Nerdine.
Jessica Warner.
Kevin Dunn.
Athena Olson.
Rebecca Watring.
Colin Abbott.
Catherine Abbott.
Abraham. Andres Abraham Rodriguez.
Enrique Abraham.
Enrique Abraham Gonzalez.
Terrence Agee.
Lucas Tanner Allen.
Tyler Allen.
Stephanie Alvarez Gonzalez.
Maxwell Anderson.
Elijah Anderson Fountain.
Is it on or an? Trey Annenson.
Mudu Ba.
Rayaja Bailey.
Autumn Banchik Leshnak.
Katie Bansley.
Ramsey Bernard Labrosse.
Gustavo Barrera.
Elvin Barrera.
Nathan Bartels.
Ashley Baskin.
Brianna Becerra.
Catherine Becerra.
Howie Badasso.
Yesenia Christina Belhumer.
Nathan Bennett.
Jordan Benson.
Alexander Berg.
Maite Berg.
Earl Burt IV.
DeMonterio LeVar Black.
Preston Bratz.
Shannon Brown.
Willa Brennis.
Emma Broderick.
Desiree Brown.
Olandrius Bryant.
Jordan Campbell.
Erica Hassel Campos Garcia.
Leticia Cantu Solis.
Landa. Leslie Carntango Landa.
Brianna Cash.
Magali Castillo.
Isau Chavez.
Heretta Childress.
Jared Christie.
Miguel Angel Claudio. Miguel Angel Claudio.
Cassie Coates.
Carlington Cole.
Adriana Colleen.
Allie Colleen.
Bree Collins.
Paige Corfitz.
Brady Crary.
Cassandra Isabel Cruz.
Leslie Cruz.
Oscar Cruz Delgado.
Hessler Cruz.
Kayla Daggett.
Andrew Dalton.
Kalasia Davis.
Kiara Dean.
Maggie Decker.
Seth Delgado.
John Delvoy.
Samba Jallo.
Elise Dickinson.
Anna Dubois.
Tyler Duncan.
Bailey Ebert.
Anthony Eder.
Michaela Edge.
Trailer Elder.
Sabrina Ely.
Alexa Rose Engelberger.
Isioma Enwemwa.
How do you pronounce it? Quatley Esparzo.
Chantel Marie Evans.
Kazariel Ewing.
Zaya Fozy.
Madeline Fedorowicz.
Katrina Feller.
Omar Fernandez.
Hannah Fibakar.
Cariel Finley.
Luke Felstead.
Pedro Arturo Flores Falcone.
Courtney Ann Foster.
Shauna Fox.
William Fredenberg.
Hazel Freiberg.
Lila Gale.
Cade Gillespie.
Angelica Gomez.
Ruby Garcia Herrera.
Finn Gessner.
Cheyenne Gibson.
Haley Gibson.
Giante Glosson.
Irvin Gomez Mejia.
Christian Gonzalez Rodriguez.
Aisha Goodwin.
Alexander Gorman.
Renisha Gray.
Lacey Green.
India Greer.
Sabrina A. Griffin.
Megan Grunst.
Kimberly Guerrero.
Wendy Pichon.
Leslie Morales.
Noemi Guevara Martinez.
Kevin Gunlock.
Maya Hall.
Malik Hamden.
Carissa Hansen.
JC Harrington.
Chauncey Haste.
Taryn Haste.
Dwight Hayes III.
Parker Hine.
Ryan Hentrich.
Madison Herbig.
Sonia Hernandez Garcia.
Joanna Herrera.
Calvin Hicklin.
Samuel Holmes.
Haley Havorka.
Brandy Howard.
Grace Hunter.
Skylar Imhoff.
Vidal Ingram.
Renata Yeager.
Isatu Jallo.
Eric Jameson.
Sam Harmillo.
Cora Jennisums.
Alexis Jensen.
JC Johnson.
Marcus Johnson.
Makai Johnson.
Seth Johnson.
Miles Jordan.
Emma Nicole Younga.
Angel Justo Garduno.
Ariel Ketchum Warshaw.
Unique Coy.
Sophie Kitwa.
Ashley Commerce.
Christian Kong.
Jared Conkle.
Avery Kulo.
Ashley Kuyat.
Andrew LaSavage.
Gabe Lawler.
Albert Shoshani Glosser.
Mary Rotier.
China McNair.
Brittany Jessica Robbins.
Sierra Mueller Owens.
Liam Labansky.
Alex Lawrence.
Abigail Legg.
Paul Lemma.
Hannah Lemke.
Mariah Lenzendorf.
Khalil Lights.
Evan Andrew Loken.
Sienna Looper Thomas. Sienna Looper Thomas.
Christian Lopez.
Justin Lohr.
Zachary Madison.
Kaylee Mail.
Veda Manley.
Samuel Marquilo.
Manuel Martinez.
Haley Messino.
Madeline Massman.
Salida McDonald.
James Melander.
Jennifer Mena Corona. Jennifer Mena Corona.
Abel Mendez Merlo.
Emily Merlin.
McKenna Myers.
Hayden Mickelson.
Una Miller.
Dylan Moffitt.
Morgan Mahalik.
Darian Moran.
Grace Natalie Moreno.
Keyshawn James Morgan.
Janae Mosley.
CJ Mua.
Justin Mua.
Abby Mullen.
Autumn Lynn Murphy.
Sean Neal.
Rosa Nunez.
Megan O'Connell.
Jessica O'Connell.
Maria Clara Oliver Carduso.
Trevor Panton.
Sewang Parisi.
Denisha Renee Parker.
Julian Patton.
Michaela Paulson.
Sergio Perez.
Christina Erica Lee Peterson.
Paige Peterson.
Cameron James Phillips.
Kayleanna Pivot.
Tyler Pond.
Nick Polinchak.
Melissa Ponte.
Luis Portocarrero.
Jordan Powers.
Melissa Perez.
Sydney Powers.
Alexandra Pugh.
Bo Pugh.
Jordan Quam.
Jacob Rakovich.
Richard Ramos.
Rihanna Rasmussen.
Tracy Ray.
Alma Reyes.
Tanaya Reynolds.
Narek Riak.
Timothy Richards.
Chelsea Samantha Rios.
Bronwyn Reese Connolly.
Kiera Robinson.
Jennifer Rodesno.
Christian Rowe Bodette.
Peter Roloff.
Daniel Romero.
Gabriel Rouse.
Molly Rouse.
Pierre Ruffin.
Rosa Ruiz Perez.
Joshua Rickman.
Dimitri Sego.
Citrine Samra.
Frida Sanchez Lopez.
Erica Sandoval Gutierrez. Jester Santos.
Zachary Sather.
Sienna Schaffman.
Madeline Shensky.
Francesco Skiro.
Salvatore Skiro.
Melissa Schrader.
Isabel Scheffner.
Damian Schultz.
Elizabeth Seekings.
Justin Shaw.
Tommy Shelby.
Brianna Shepard.
Tierras Simmons.
Traynard Simmons.
Reed Simon.
Alex Sims.
Javon Sisney.
Dakota Skult.
Joshua Smith.
Elias Soba.
Nathan Stam.
Dana Steele.
Ben Steffen.
Austin Stofflet.
Ryan Stram.
Keon Street.
Kiara Suggs.
Emmanuel Tash.
Liliana Teniente.
Brian L. Terrell II.
Denitria Terrell.
Michael Meeker Tao. Maiko Meeker Tao.
Sandy Tao.
Patience Thomas.
Briseida Torres Flores.
Kevin Torres.
Ashley Tossef.
Lucas Trabian.
Brian Trejo.
Olivia Maisie Turner.
Lindsay Underberg.
Annika Van Rossum.
Lindsay Fulton Vanderplots.
Kalia Vang.
Cody Allen Vogel.
Carly Waits.
Savannah Walker.
Mackenzie Wallace.
Corey Deshaun Webster.
Matthew Dale Lee Webster.
Rayana Wells.
Carl Wesley Jr.
Avonlea Westbury.
Gregory Williams.
Janiyah Willis.
Ashley Nicole Wallach.
Alvin Zhang.
Tiffany Zhang.
Charlie Yang.
Lucia Miranda Yang. Lucia Miranda Yang.
Yang Yang.
Zaishan Azariel Azriel. Zaishan Azriel Young.
Alfredo Zalate.
Zaire. Joshua Zaire.
Kat Petrowski.
Graduates, please rise for the moving of the tassel, followed by the La Follette High alma mater.
The moving of the tassel simply represents one step in the process of completing our education, not the end of it.
We all have more obstacles to conquer, more adventures to experience, and our education will continue for the rest of our lives.
Class of 2017, please join us in moving the tassel from the right side to the left side, symbolizing the end of high school and the beginning of the rest of our lives. Congratulations.
For DVD copies of this program, go to mmsd.tv and click on Video Order Form.